where technology has shattered the boundaries of possibility. Humans have discovered a whimsical solution to their trash troubles. Picture this: garbage transformed into stardust and whisked away to parallel universes where fairyland and Barbie land reign supreme. But as these enchanting dreams brim with the remnants of our throwaway culture, the present time is overrun by iridescent wings and plastic dreams. Suddenly, our own world becomes an unwelcoming host as these mystical immigrants find themselves on our doorstep with perplexed glances and uncertain futures. Welcome to the Once Upon a Time fantastical tale where trash transcends dimensions and fairies find themselves in the most unexpected realities. A car screeched to the front of the Psycheverse, the therapy clinic.
Hello, Miss Cinderella, Miss Belle, Miss Snow White, and Miss Rapunzel. Your therapist, Barbara Handler, would like to see you now.
4 women enter Barbara's office. Snow White walks behind the other 3 women, looking at the mirror she is carrying and pouting for a mirror selfie.
The therapist is admiring her new pink wand. One might think that they have entered the sparkly pink world. The photo of Ruth Handler, inventor of the Barbie doll, hangs on the wall in a fancy frame.
Hello ladies, I'm Barbara Handler. What brought you here? Fate or destiny?
Carpool.
I'm never doing that again. Unless I want hair all over my face.
Hey, why are you eyeing me like that?
Or if I want my dress to be eaten by mice.
He thought it was cheese with that kind of yellow color. Not his mistake.
Yeah, unless I want unknowing people in my car.
Unless I want my nose to collapse with a rotten apple smell, like I'm dipped in an apple cider tank.
Honey, the tank would have been better. Would not have to hear the music.
How so I wish I would have Flynn Rider and Maximus.
At least you're carrying Maximus' tail with you everywhere.
That's my hair, and I need an extra chair for it, by the way. People with yellow crow nest on their heads cannot understand.
With all the shedding like golden retriever kind of hair fall, you might relate to the latter soon. Look at the doorstep. How many hair strands?
It's the shampoos. Each commercial makes me buy one. One for silky, one for thickness, one for length. Oh, I still can't find a suitable one.
Welcome to capitalism. Are you guys here for group therapy?
Yes. Hi. People call me Cinderella. Well now, I'm feeling nameless by the same people.
Nameless? How do you define your identity?
I'm like a Psychepedia page, edited by multiple anonymous users, constantly changing and full of contradictions. I feel like a semicolon in a world obsessed with periods. They call it the real world. There is nothing real in this world. I just went shopping last week. I saw my dress, the Cinderella dress. I thought someone just laid it out for me, maybe my fairy godmother. But the entire rack was filled with it, and the material was so bad that Ariel might find it offensive. It was plastic, the thing that killed her ocean family. And if this is so common, how will I charm people?
You mean please people?
Charm. How do you think I landed Prince Charming?
Oh, can you stop gushing over that boy of yours? These men, I tell you, I should have hit Flynn harder with that pan in my movie. I am so annoyed with him.
Seems like you're not that special, Cinderella. Just like your stepmom said. Since your dress is so common now and doesn't need a fairy godmother to weave, but an unpaid child from any poverty-stricken place.
Yeah, it can be really difficult. The quest for originality. Things like a man needing to identify you with the shoe size are really rare here. As Miss Snow White noted, how does this reflect your experience with your stepmom's critical nature, Cinderella?
Thank you. I feel maybe this whole time we've just been misunderstanding one another. And we're really just...
Suddenly, Snow White's mirror chimes in from the corner of the room. Feeling depressed? Have a king-size dessert. Order a creamy chocolatey waffle from Tomato.
And why is that thing here, Miss Snow White?
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand with every guitar star on my hand?
Snow White?
Huh?
What is the mirror with an annoying hat doing here?
I cannot sleep. I just can't. That thing chips in with ads all the time. After they incorporated the A thing in that, I need a premium subscription to make it disappear, even switch it off. That's why I brought it here. Please keep it. It can be useful as well. It does work if prompted, you know.
Yeah, how can your creepy cripple kiss you if you are not asleep?
Have you tried putting them in the dungeons? Might keep it calm.
I ain't your husband, Belle, and that mirror ain't like you to fall in love with me in a dungeon.
Calm down, please. One romanticized mental health issue at a time, please. So, Belle, how would you describe your feelings today?
Well, I would say I'm experiencing a mixtape of emotions, like a Spotify playlist on shuffle.
What's been bothering you lately?
Honestly, it's my existential crisis. Whenever I try to pick a chill flick show, I can't handle that level of choices.
Do you think it has anything to do with being choiceless and trapped with your ex-husband in the castle for a long time?
Ex-husband? I haven't divorced him yet. I still love him.
Delulu is the Salulu.
Meanwhile, Barbara notes Stockholm Syndrome on Belle's sheet.
Did you write something about stocks? Do you do financial coaching?
No, this is something else. And please don't peep, Miss Cinderella.
I heard there is this new type of stock that you can buy from Amazon or maybe Cosmica. You'll get it delivered to your home. Keep a change in your hand, or it's always better to mobile pay it.
That sounds like financial fraud. Please be careful.
Oh, I feel the same about my mother.
Like what, Miss Rapunzel? Like stocks?
No, I feel that I still love her.
You mean the woman who confined you to the tower your entire life?
Potato blaming potato.
I think I might have appeared so special to her that she felt the immense need to protect me. She became insecure.
Exactly.
Insecure about the cruel world. So she had to lock me in. Now that I have come out, see what has happened. Our world is doomed with all the toxic trash from apparently the real world. We had to migrate. We are unwanted and not welcomed here. What is the point of getting out of the tower? Cutting down the hair and growing it again? What is the point?
It's not your fault that humans transferred their excessive waste into the parallel world. The fairy world, the Barbie world, Marvel, DC, and the animes are all doomed. Of course, some of them have the upper hand among the immigrants for being favored by the people in power.
Who's in power?
Cis men, mostly white?
Like me.
Yeah, just like you. They are sleeping to all the problems as well.
Barbara hands a glass of water to Rapunzel while Snow White scrunches her face. The case of coping issues of a feral abused child is being recorded on Rapunzel's sheet.
Why? Isn't that what we all do?
What?
When life hits you hard, you nap hard.
And how long does it take for the nap?
The question should be how many years?
That was the first time when I came to know my own mother hated me. Since I got my magical kiss, I don't need to take that long naps.
For a kiss that happened when you were sleeping, you consider it too magical.
For a prince whose sole focus was on the sole of your shoe or your foot, you consider what you have as too magical of a love. So I think we all define what magic is to us individually.
How long does a nap last nowadays?
If I say in hours, 72 hours average.
That's 3 days.
You asked in hours. Your metric system is so messed up.
That's not the metric system, and it certainly is not the one messed up.
Did you say something, Miss Barbara?
Barbara notes down symptoms of depression on Snow White's sheet.
What triggers you to take naps?
It is like I never built any hobby. I was so deep in sleep. And now they say I'm not productive enough. I need a hobby to monetize apart from the fairness remodeling. I need a side hustle. I tried gaming. However, it is too much for me to think about. So I take a nap whenever I feel it is too much. This is like what Rapunzel asked. What is the point? If I have to be productive all the time, when will I use the products, the earning, to relax? And it is never enough. What is the point of running through energy like this every day?
I know. Sometimes it is overwhelming to be in this world where everyone runs for something they never get satisfied with. And we consume all the trash in our minds when we scroll through trashy media. We just lose ourselves to hundreds and thousands of opinions about how we should live. Our mind goes back and forth from the massive landfill of advice towards an ideal life in which we don't have a say. Someone else has decided for us. The system has decided for us. The goalpost keeps changing. It moves farther away. However, we can choose where our goalpost should be. It is okay to live with the basic necessities of life met if that makes you happy. We don't have to please everyone. We only have to be truthful to ourselves. We are the ones responsible for protecting ourselves. For that, we have to see the truth. We will have to remove the rose-tinted glasses and stop romanticizing abusers. It's better to be wary of hyperproductivity and people who do not recognize your identity. We own our truth. We become original without being a copy of this mass-produced and commercialized world. We don't take advantage of anyone. We don't let ourselves be taken advantage of. Let us hold our hands together and sing a song of affirmation.
Everyone gathers around, places hands on each other, and starts singing.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore, and I know too much to go back and pretend. 'Cause I've heard it all before, and I've been down there on the floor, and no one's ever gonna keep me down again. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I will gain. I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, strong, I am invincible, invincible, I am woman.
Suddenly, Mirror starts again.
Hi, folks. I'm Ariel, the mermaid, beautiful, happy mother of pearls. Happy being a new addition to my bio. I used to be too impulsive, like losing my voice for a man and then feeling unhappy about it. Ugh, he fancied a beautiful woman with a serene voice. That's when I understood that I don't need to lose my voice for happily ever after. I just need to control it. Or even better, let him control it. Thank you, Psycheverse and Miss Barbara Handler, for letting me realize that. Sign up for life coaching by Psycheverse. Personalized character growth from Miss Barbara Handler. Use code Ariel #401 for a discount on your package. Bye, babies. #self-love. #it's all about balance.
Everyone looks at Miss Barbara questioningly.
Oh, that was actually a side hustle of mine, life coaching. And did not go that well with her. However, she's so happy and can't stop gushing about it.
Wasn't that a paid ad, Miss Barbara?
Yes, I believe effort should be well spent. Since Miss Ariel is putting in so much effort, I thought I might as well pay her. See you guys for the next session.
Miss Barbara opens the door, and the ladies go out with a bit of confused looks and side eye at each other. Miss Barbara closes the door behind her and sighs deeply. She moves slowly to the corner of the room where Snow White left a magic mirror and stands before it. Her pink dress and blonde curls shines in her reflection.
Mirror, mirror, what am I hiding?
Do you want me to show you the truth?
Yes, show my truth. Or I will show you.
Barbara removes her blonde wig. There is a reflection of a bald man in the mirror.
Mr. Tantrum Gate, what would you like me to do since you self-fulfilled the demand for truth that you ordered?
Magic Mirror, prepare a podcast script with the following prompts. Day 30 of camouflaging is Barbie to be undercover and brainwash women to hate their own human rights. Include the successful project of Ariel. Another topic to cover is how high-value women would never go to a therapist because therapy might make them happy. Their high-value alpha men would never want them happy. Why would they do something their man disapproves of? Watch it this week on the Tantrum Gate podcast.
Tantrum Gates puts back the wig as the receptionist calls the next client's name. Goblin!
Hello, Mr. Goblin.